Alright, MrSotko here, and welcome back to another Wargame at Red Dragon Replaycast. Today it's a 1v1 on Paddy Field between our red team, MrExtertminatus and Striker, versus myself as the blue team and Special Agent Cooper. Kind of an exhibition game and not really ranked, just one of those regular old games. But I really liked how this turned out. And it wasn't necessarily my doing, but my allies' doing that was really great this game. I don't even know if we could recreate this if we tried, but it was just a really lucky game, and it was just really great. It's a very short game, so it won't take up too much time here. I'm going to speed this up to the 10x mark. We'll speed it back down a little bit here. I'll talk about the units a little bit. I have an American deck. I'm going to be going to this wood line here. I'm just going to put a little bit of recon here. I think my ally was planning to put some recon over here somewhere as well. Now, this is a tank deck I have, so I have ACAVs instead of my usual little Humvees that I like to use. And the ACAV is a very interesting unit. It's actually just sort of a 10 cost recon, and it has a 50 cal and two M60s on it. So whenever it sees something, it just unleashes this swarm of machine guns. It's actually somewhat interesting. So my ACAV's going to go over here. I have another one, and everything's going to pretty much go over here for the most part. I'm going to put my CV in Charlie. My ally's going to take this side of the map here, and we'll speed it back up here. My enemies are all piled up together and hard to even tell which is which at this point. But of course one of them's going here, one of them is going here. All the majority of infantry, of course, will be going there. And speed that up just a scotch. Let everything get forward a second here. Recon Cobra from Cooper right above the forest line here. And I got a couple of chaparrals moving up. I got an M1A2 and an M1A1 to go in the woods here to combat anything moving here. There's going to be a BU, two T64Bs, and that's going to be kind of a problem. So luckily I brought the good stuff. Now I'm going to send in a Nighthawk. I was trying to get the middle of these. I don't think I get a lot of them. I think I just get a few. Yeah, I do kill a few of them, which did slow down the push of this dramatically. That took out 4, maybe 5 APCs and the majority of the units as well. If it would have hit a second earlier, it would have taken out all kinds of stuff. Chaparral there, moved that up a little bit too far, but happens. The block of Coopers gets shot down pretty much instantly, and so the battle begins here. And I have a Hornet coming out to try and take out this BU. I think I do get it. I do, so that's going to make things a lot easier for me. And I'm not sure if this Hornet gets away or not, but taking out that BU is kind of worth it, just because the BU is going to be the biggest problem. Now, here's where it gets good. He brought that Phantom in, and he brought it right over here. He's going to be dropping on these units here, and this is, I think, the best part of the replay. So this Phantom comes in, drops the napalm, and as you can see, it's slightly off to the left. It's not quite on these units, and I think that's where it actually kind of happened best. And it's going to come down. It's going to block this whole area here. It's actually going to get some of these units. It's just going to kind of barely coat some of these units a little bit here. So it essentially blocked these units away from these other supporting units. And these LVTPs here are just absolutely eating all of these troops, including the Marines. A little bit of SEALs there as well. Actually, quite a bit of SEALs. 21 SEALs. I didn't even notice that the first time around. That is a lot of SEALs. So a lot of frags coming out there. A lot of frags coming out from the LVTPs. It's just frag madness there. And so he's just going to get absolutely demolished over here. And it was just such a great napalming. And the guys brought in everything right there, and that was the problem. You definitely don't want to just bring in units all through here and try and get in there. You need to spread them out. Some of them have to go here. The only problem with this is that you can't actually have vehicles go down this hill right here. They actually have to go around this way, or they have to go around this way. So you can drop off troops in here and then just sort of use your supporting vehicles here, and then push them down. But the troops themselves can actually go up the hill. So he brought all of his units right there, and that was a big no-no, if you will. M1A2 and the M1 took quite a bit of damage here from these T64s. Those T64s were in close enough range to actually damage the M1A2 and the A1 pretty well. and they do 19 AP power anyway, so just 1 or 2 shots here really lowered their health. And that BU, I'm not sure if the BU ever even got a shot off. My Hornet took that out pretty quickly. And the Marines now going to be moving over to this side and straight up the hill there. And as you can see, the LVTPs just sort of have to stay back. They can't make it up the hill. One of them is detracked. I don't know which one that is. But either way, and the LVTPs have to go around. So that was where the big mistake happened. He's bringing a ton of troops again. And I believe a bunch of motor stroking, maybe? I'm not really sure. I can't even remember. Nope. Mutt shoots him or something along those lines. So he's pouring them in. Meanwhile, I'm just sort of holding this sector here. And I think at some point at the end of this map, I think I started to actually send some things that was actually going to go up this way as well. I was just really holding this for now, then seeing how the game was going to play out. Am I going to need this support over here? Am I going to need to make a push up this way? So I was just sort of holding this tree line, which is extremely important. The only problem with this tree line at the same time, or this forest line rather, forest square, is that it's very easy to bomb that. You can pretty much just bomb anywhere in this and you're going to get something. But you have to hold on to it regardless. Cooper likes to use Cobras, and the Recon Cobra is really good. It shoots frags, and it doesn't shoot them that fast, though. I think it's only 63 rounds a minute. It ain't no little bird. The little bird actually is quite devastating in this game. In case anybody doesn't know, the 30 cost little bird is unbelievable. It shoots 40mm frags, just the same as the Cobras, Seals, the Recon Humvee, LVTPs, the 781 that is. But it shoots them at 172 rounds a minute. So the little bird is actually quite lethal. It just peppers an area up so badly, and it's actually even more accurate than the Cobra and maybe even LVTPs. No, just similar accuracy as the LVTP. But Recon Cobras are really cheap, really nice. They're only 55, and all the missiles and frags that they launch are just insane. So another fire hit here as well and just doused all these units. And that was pretty much it from there. But it was just a really well-played couple of napalms that I thought was a little interesting. And I figured I'd make a quick video about it. I don't think I'm even going to bother posting this one as a necessarily like a Reddit video. So this one probably won't get a lot of views. I probably won't network this one around all that much. It's just going to be on my page. At the time, I was Sergeant Major. I think I'm Second Lieutenant now. Yeah, Second Lieutenant now. But either way, I'm moving on up the ladder, you know what I mean? Moving on up to the east side. I'm getting myself a slice of the pie. So not the greatest replay in the world, but I thought it was really great. Me and my ally there, we thought we did really great. Now, the enemy, they weren't all that great. They had 72% win ratio, 73%, but only 300 games. And I think Stryker was also a 70%, but he only had about 100 games. So relatively-ish new players. I'm kind of shaking my hand around because, you know, to give on that one. But really well played with those napalms. It just doused the whole thing and very well not played. So that's basically like how you play the map and how you don't play the map. Just don't force all of your units in there like that. Otherwise, you're going to get bombed for sure, whether it be napalm or some kind of HE bomb. But I hope you guys enjoyed the replay. It is what it is. I just felt like doing it. I had some free time, and I thought it was a fun replay. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.